Hello guys and welcome to today's video. Yes, we're looking back. Well, I could say I'm looking back at stuff I grew up with when I was a kid. We're talking about toys. Yeah, just something about growing up when you were a kid and you had loads and loads of toys to play with. And you look at toys today and you're thinking, wow, did I really have toys like that in my life when I was growing up? It is absolutely crazy. But before I get into all that, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you are new to this channel, and don't forget to turn on the bell notification. And for the people who commented on my last video, before I forget, here is your shout out up here. Right, so yes, I just want to say hello to my new subscribers. In the past week my subscribers have gone up again and it's awesome, and I am trying to hit 600 subs. So if you guys can help me out by hitting that subscribe button, that would be very awesome and very, what can I say, I appreciate it so much. So yes, so growing up when I was a kid, the toys were just awesome back then. And there's a thing about when you're a kid and your mum comes home from out shopping and thing, and she brings the Argos catalogue. And she's looking through all of the toys and stuff like that, what you want for Christmas and everything. And you're sitting there and you're thinking, hurry up man, I want to have a look at these toys and that. But then when you get the catalogue, you look through the toys, you're just dead excited. But talking about Argos, I mean, back in the early 80s, late 80s, Argos had awesome adverts. And you still get excited about, well, I wouldn't say kind of awesome, but you do get excited about the adverts, what they show. Yes, can you guys remember this advert from Argos?
Shopping for the names, you can really trust it so easy. Want to pay less? Well, you know you can just take it easy. Argos makes life easy for you. Choose at home, that's what you do. Take it easy. It's so easy. Looking for a gift and you want the best, take it easy. A simple way to shop, come and put it to the test. It's so easy. Argos cuts the cost for you. The catalogue's free and easy to take it easy. It's so easy.
Pick up the new free Argos catalogue now.
It's so easy.
Wow, that just seems like a lifetime away with adverts like that. I mean, technology now makes adverts look a lot better than that. But even when it comes to toys, we all got excited by one big company where everyone goes to buy their toys. And unfortunately, it's not really over now. And we're talking about Toys R Us.
There's a magical place, we're on our way there, with toys in the millions all under one roof. It's called Toys R Us. Soon after bedtime, when dark nighttime falls, Jeffrey and Helper stock up all the shelves. From ceiling to floor, books, board games and mice, teddies, puppets and dolls, pets, spaceships and trikes. There's millions, says Jeffrey, all under one roof. It's called Toys R Us, Toys R Us, Toys R Us.
Yeah, shame Toys R Us is not around anymore. But anyway, let's talk about the toys I had when I was growing up. First we had computers. I mean, I had a SNES, Nintendo SNES, which was awesome. I used to love playing on that. Mario was my popular game. You know what I mean? I used to love Mario. And with Mario, every game seems to be the princess getting kidnapped. I mean, when you think about it, what's all that about? You know what I mean? But there was other computers. You had one when we were kids. There was remember Commodore 64. Some of you guys remember that. And there was a VIC-20 Spectrum. I think remember that. Not the same as the PlayStations now. It's all technology's moved on. Also growing up in the 80s, we had a musical wind-up TV. Oh my God, I remember getting that. You know what I mean? We used to wind it up and have all these pictures go left. You know what I mean, with the music. Pretty mad really. And then one morning I woke up and I got myself a post office. Yes, when you talk about a post office, as you see in this picture, you open it up, you've got a little square, you've got your stamps, you've got your scales, or you've got your paper money. That was like quite good back then. Gee, I remember that so much, you know what I mean. But there is one thing I do remember growing up when I was getting excited about, is having a scale electrics. Yes, having scale electrics, I think you can still get them now. Yes, I used to have the cars going around. I remember early as a kid when I had a scale electrics, we had a dog. Now I think the dog was called Poppy, because my mum always had Yorkshire Terriers. And every time the cars go around, you see the dogs, you know, eyes going around and chase after the cars. I'm sure it was either a dog or a cat what was chasing it. But yeah, but one gruesome thing about that is when I was a kid, you know what I mean. I used to play with the trigger and the cars fly off. I used to use one hand just to pick the cars up. And I remember my dad saying, bless him, he's not here now, why don't you use both hands, Stephen? And I still remember this to the day. I says I can't. And I just showed him, and I had like a boogie like between me hands, you know what I mean. Absolutely minging. I still remember that day, and he was like, "Hey, you disgusting bitch, go wash your hands." Yeah, I was sitting there playing with cars, and I was sitting there kicking my nose and everything. Oh, man. But another thing we had as a kid, we had Transformers. Oh God, I was a big Transformers fan when I was a kid. Had a few figures. I'm talking about Transformers.
Only the heroic Autobots can save Earth. Sideswipe, Grapple, Ratchet, Jazz, a whole army.
Even Decepticons! Autobots transform!
Transformers, robots in disguise.
The evil Decepticons must be stopped by the heroic Autobots. The battle goes on.
Transformers,
Robots in Disguise from Hasbro.
Yeah, growing up as a kid, I was quite a cute kid back then, as this picture up here will show you. Still have the blonde hair. Don't know what happened, you know what I mean. But yes, also another toy we had growing up in early 80s and late 80s. We had little toy dinky cars. Yes, me and my little brother, well when I say little brother, he's quite taller than me now, to be fair. We used to have these loads of toy cars and little toy buses, and we had a play mat. Yes, we had a play mat, and used to have all these car parks on, these little roads and everything. I used to pretend with the bus, so there's people at the bus stop, and I used to get them on, come on, 50 pence get on the bus. Oh my God, that was crazy, and park the cars and everything. Used to crash the cars. God, things you do. And then we had this water bubble machine. Yes, water bubble machine filled with water. You had to try and get this ball in, shooting through the little baskets, but there was loads of water machines out there. God, I used to spend hours playing that. And another machine I spent hours playing that was one of my favourite toys as well, was a driving arcade machine. Oh, that was just like so awesome. Got a little driving wheel, just put it on my knee, you know what I mean? But one thing about that is it always seems to run out of batteries. You have to have the thick batteries as well. Toys with batteries, oh my God. And you always get that phrase, batteries not included. So, as you're watching this guys, don't forget to hit that like button and put in the comments box, what is your favourite all-time toy growing up as a kid? Now, it's funny though, because I can remember all this from when I was a kid, and I can't even remember nowadays how I got a drawer full of odd socks. Isn't that weird? Yes. Another toy I remember, what else can I remember? I also had a little camera thing, you click, and it's got a disc in, and you see loads of different pictures, which is quite awesome. Sometimes I wish I was still a kid for all these toys, you know what I mean? And then there was girls' toys, you had Barbies, you got Care Bears, then had Care Bears movies. Oh, and another thing I loved growing up as a kid is, I don't know if you guys will remember this, it depends how old you are, because I looked on my YouTube and I see there's different ages on here, so it'd be a big mix of people comment of what they had as a kid. I had a Walkman. Yes, had a Walkman which takes tapes. and you had little they have horrible headphones with the black sponges. But my favourite cassette tape to go in there was Kylie Minogue. Yes, I was a big fan of Kylie Minogue. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. You know what you don't know what was on that tape? The Local Motion. Oh yes. Can't be a Kylie Minogue. In fact, when I was a kid, I used to fancy Kylie Minogue. Yeah. So wait how that turns out. That I don't fancy girls anymore. Whew, that's my secret that out. Yeah. Wait how that changes, isn't it? Yeah, so toys. Just there's something about the 80's you can't beat, you know what I mean, compared to nowadays. I mean the computers what we had, some of them before the SNES, there was a tape deck you put in, you load, you get the horrible like loading noise or which is pretty weird, and it always took ages to load up, you know what I mean. But there's loads of other toys I could mention which we grew up in the 80's, you know what I mean, and late 80's. But it's just too many to mention, so I'm going to show you on photos the type of toys we were in the 80's and grew up with. But yeah, let's see how many of these toys you can remember, and comment if you had any of these toys. Yeah, so too many toys to remember from? God. Talk about going back in memory, going back in time, which is always a good thing to have good memories, you know, it makes you smile, makes you laugh. But I say the toys not as good as nowadays, you know what I mean. Obviously some kids won't notice unless I had some of these old toys, but now kids nowadays seem to be stuck on the PlayStations or the Xboxes, you know what I mean. Not that it's a bad thing, you know what I mean, but you'll never know what it's like to have an old computer. But yeah, don't forget guys, as you're watching this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. I am trying to hit 600 subs, so if you guys can help me out and subscribe, that would be awesome. Because I am trying to grow my channel, which I've grown quite a bit. So yeah, if there's any other videos you want to see me do guys, put a comment in the box. Today's only a quick video because I have got a busy week this week. You know, I've got a friend coming down for a few days, so I've got to get this place sorted. So yeah, hopefully there might be a video next week, I don't know, because like I say I'm busy this weekend, but we'll see. But yeah, don't forget guys, like, comment, share on this video, and if you want a shout out in the next video, all you're going to do, put a comment in the box, or take a screenshot of this and share it on your socials, which my socials will be on the end of this video. And if you send me proof to them socials, I will give you a bigger shout out. So yeah, quick video guys, but thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Until the next video, see you later guys.